My name is Simon Webb. I'm curator of the Museum of Computing in Swindon. I'm also a collector of robots. I've been collecting, I suppose, for probably 20 years, but I've had an interest in robots ever since I was a boy. I grew up with things like Lego and Meccano, and so used to like playing with them and like building things, especially robots. I read a lot of science fiction, and that's probably sort of influenced my sort of fondness for these machines. So I started collecting about, as I say, probably 20 years ago, but the first ones that really appealed to me, these are called Micropets, and they're produced by a Japanese company called Tomy. This is one of my favourites. This is probably one of the most sophisticated robots I've got. It's a robot dog called iCybe, and a while ago Sony came out with a robot dog called Abo, which was incredibly sophisticated, but it was about £1,000, so it was out of the reach of a lot of people. And this came out, and this was about £180 originally, and again I happened to be walking through Woolworths on my birthday, and they had this reduced down to 40 quid, so I thought that's a fairly good birthday present for myself. So I bought one of these, and I bought another couple since at car boot sales for very little money. So rechargeable battery, very sophisticated mechanics. It's got about 16 servo motors in it, so it's got an incredible range of movement. Touch sensors on the top by the tail there, sound sensors, light sensors. It's got a infrared proximity detector there, so it can detect when it's coming up against an object, stops itself colliding with objects. It's got two microphones, one each side, so it knows which direction the sound's coming from, so it can sort of turn towards the sound. And it will do incredible tricks. It does things like headstands and press-ups and acrobatics, and very, very impressive. And I had 3 of them running in my conservatory last year, just before Christmas, and the cats took great interest in this and didn't quite know what to make of them. Yet another Tomy robot. They were quite big in robotics. This one's called Hootbot, and it's basically a robotic owl. I don't think I've actually ever tried this one out, so we might give that a go a bit later. It's got 6 enormous batteries in the feet. The reason they're in the feet is partly to give it stability, so it's all sort of bottom heavy so he doesn't fall over. He's got hands, he's got grippers, movable head, and he's got a camera in the top, so there's quite a lot of processing power in this. He can do things like detect shapes and detect colours, and he'll play a game of bowling with you. So if you put down green pins and a blue ball, he will actually sort of take the ball from you and bowl it towards the pins. So very sophisticated.
No diagnostic initiated.
Very good fun.
I am Wowie Robotics model RSV2.
Hello.
What was that? Someone there?
Yes, I'm here. What do you want?
Acknowledged. It's quiet. Too quiet. What is that?
Good question.
Signal lost.
Do you want it?
Here, let me scan that. Retrieval error. Signal lost.
Would you like to give us a demonstration of your capabilities?
Understood.